spent the last 2 weeks looking through the App Store trying to find some of the most important applications on the iPad that every student needs to have. So by the end of this video, you're going to know the 5 must-have apps on the iPad that every student needs to try to masterfully use their iPad for their studies. Let's go check it out. How's it going, everybody? My name is Cheyenne and I'm a grade 12 student recording from Toronto, Canada. If you're watching this video, that means you're new to my channel, which I created about a week ago. On this channel, we discuss a lot of topics in reference to productivity, health, and happiness. As you know, today's video is about 5 must-have apps on the iPad, so let's go check it out. Alright, the first app we're going to be talking about today is for note-taking with the Apple Pencil. Specifically, I chose Notability. As you can see already here, Notability has a lot of creativity that you can pour into. There's a lot of drawings and colorful things that you can do with your notes, allowing you to remember them for a long time and also keep your material organized. Notability is also very easy to use. You can simply take a screenshot of something, import it into the page, and easily start to annotate it. As you can see, I am doing already here with highlighting, making notes, stars, etc. Next, you can also choose many different templates for your paper. For example, if you want to do math, you can choose grid paper or graph paper where you can do your homework. Alright, the next app that every student needs to have on their iPad is something that helps them plan their day or plan your week or use it as a calendar. For today, I've chosen Notion. I've been using Notion for a very long time now, since probably 3 years ago, and it's a very versatile application. For example, for your to-do list, here I have all of my topics listed: English, chemistry, French, and history, and I've given simple tasks that I have to do for each of them as a checklist. Another thing I think you've noticed by now on Notion is that each page has a wallpaper. On Notion, you can actually choose a wallpaper for each page, which sets the mood for how you'd like your workplace to look. For me, I find myself to be much more happy and productive when I'm looking at tropical pictures of the beach, of the lake, of the water. So every page is actually with one of those pictures. This is something that I love about Notion because it really helps me get my mood up. Next, I want to show you guys my calendar. Unfortunately, Notion does not have the most versatile and advanced calendar, but for the sake of keeping everything in one application, I've chosen my calendar here. You can add any type of event or task to your day. There is no such thing as repeating tasks. For example, if you want to say, I want to work out every day, you can't do that on Notion. You have to manually add it for every single day. Honestly, I think it looks amazing, and for the sake of keeping everything on the same app, you can easily use the Notion calendar. Another very useful thing about Notion is that it does actually send you notifications for when you want to get certain tasks done. But by using the @reminder function, you can easily set a reminder for any time, any day, and it will send you a notification. This is how I'm actually able to keep track of due dates or tests. I simply put a reminder and I get a notification. Very useful. Very well, the third app that every student needs to have on their iPad is called Focus Keeper. This application is a very useful timer for when you are studying and you do not want to get any type of distractions and you simply want to get into some deep focus work. For example, you can apply the Pomodoro technique if you're not familiar with it. The Pomodoro technique is a way of studying for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break. Obviously, there's a timer which you can adjust according to the time you want to set, and you can start your studying without any type of distractions. After you've done some of this work for a long time, you can then manage your progress and your focus by looking at the analytics section of the application. Since I just downloaded it on my iPad, I don't have any type of data to show you guys, but it is a very useful timer. Next, as a student, if you want to keep track of your habits, so things that keep you happy and healthy, for example, exercising, yoga, running, walk, things like this, and you think that your schedule is so hectic where you cannot make time for these things unless you have something called a habit tracker, I would 100% recommend Habitify. I just started using this application recently and it's honestly very easy to use, and I think it has a very aesthetic interface. You can add a type of habit that you want to create for yourself, for example, meditation. You could also try to break bad habits. For me, for example, let's say I want to limit my video game time. Here on this app, this is a great way for me to track if I'm actually meeting my goals for how many hours of video games I want to play a week. For example, I set the goal of 5 hours, and I'm actually able to go in the application and edit how many hours I've played today, or if I've gone over the 5-hour limit, or if I've not. The next feature of this app that I absolutely love is how you can leave yourself some notes. For example, if I wasn't able to achieve my goal of playing 5 hours of video games, I can easily leave a comment for the next time I visit the app and say, for example, next time set up an alarm clock and stop playing the game, which is honestly a very useful tool when you think you might be forgetful of certain things. The last application of today is Calm. Now, I think it is absolutely important that every student downloads a certain type of application that they use for meditation, where they can relieve themselves of stress and gain a little bit of relaxing. Here, I recommend Calm because of the fact that this interface is honestly very soothing to use and it's quite relaxing. You can also try out some of the podcasts that they have, 7 Days of Happiness. It's a way of listening to professionals that their organization has hired, and you can listen to the meditation audio that they have prepared for you. Unfortunately, I don't have this application in the pro version, but if you are somebody who could truly use a way to relieve yourself of stress, I would suggest that you at least try the free trial and see how you feel. That brings me to the end of this video. If you learned something of value, please do drop a like button. It really does help out. I'm going to be uploading another video next Saturday, so hit that subscribe button if you don't miss it out. Next, if you do have other suggestions for the applications that we mentioned, whether it's a note-taking app or a daily planner, write that up in the comment section. I would love to check them out. Catch you on the next one.